Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Yasmin, and on this channel we talk about everything you need to know about traveling, lifestyle, and real estate. And today we're gonna be talking about real estate. Okay guys, today we're going to talk about real estate, and the topic that we'd like to discuss today is 10 steps that you need to take during the home buying process. I understand purchasing your home can be sometimes confusing and frustrating, so I have 10 easy steps that you have to take or you have to take during this home buying process. Okay, I hope you enjoy it. The first thing you need to do is the financial requirement. You need money. Not a lot of money, but some kind of money. So the first thing you need to do, you need to get in touch with a lender. Find a lender, and they'll be looking at first your income. Like I say, you need to make some kind of money. Then they'll make sure that you at least have 2 years of stable income. They'll ask for your W-2. They will also look into your credit score. I tell my clients to have like a 620 or 640 credit score, but that's me saying that. Your lender can advise you better because I'm not a financial advisor, and it also depends on the type of loan that you are getting. So yeah, when it comes to credit score, another thing that you will need to do that I don't forget, they'll be looking at your debt to income ratio. What is that? Is when they look at your monthly debt divided by your gross income divided by 100 to get the ratio. Basically, they're trying to find out, like, once you're done with the income that you get, once you're done paying your monthly debt, which mean like student loan, car loan, yeah, etc., like once you're done paying that, what you're gonna have left, will it be enough to cover the mortgage? That's what they're looking for. Another thing that I'll be looking into, yeah, I already said they'll look at your income. They will look at making sure you have like a 2 years of stable income, basically having a job for 2 years, stable job for 2 years. And they will be looking at your credit score, making sure it's above 5. It's not 5 for me. I know other people say 580, but me, I always suggest people to have above 620 to 640, but that will depend on your lender because I'm not a financial advisor. Number 2 is your down payment and closing costs. Down payment is down payment that you need to pay on the house, depending of your loan that you're using, the FHA loan, VA loan. Depending, I know VA loan you don't have to put a down payment. For if FHA loan, you have to put a 3.5% down payment. So you need that money saved. You need that, and you also need the closing costs. So what is the closing costs? Closing costs include the taxes and the insurance that you will need to pay. So be mindful. A lot of people, they're only thinking about the down payment, but there's also a closing cost that you will need to pay. Okay, so number 3 will be to find a realtor. How you find a realtor? You can go on Zillow, you can find a realtor there. You can get me as your realtor if you are in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Even if you're not here, I can refer to another realtor because I work for JPR Real Estate. So we are all over the United States and also abroad. So if you're somewhere else and then you need a realtor, I can get you a referral. So now that we're talking about that, in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, if you're here and you have questions about the house market here, you have questions about some neighborhoods that you want to look into or some zip code, please let me know. You can reach out to me at F as in Frank, Panu, my last name, realtor@gmail.com. Or you can just like put on the comment like, I need to talk to you about real estate, and I will reach back to you so we can talk about it. Yes. Okay. So another thing that you will need to do, that will be part 4, that will be house hunting. That's the fun part, right? Because you get to see all these houses. Like, you know, we all be on Zillow house shopping, but you actually like window shopping right now. Like, you know, you are there looking at different homes that you like. You know, sometimes you go with an idea of what you want. Sometimes you want a duplex, and you start looking at duplex and you be like, I like stairs, and then you don't get into a duplex, you get into a different kind of home. So that's the fun part. So that's the fun part. But be mindful, do not get house broke or home broke, as they call it, because you saw your house is out of your budget and you want to get it because you think it's very pretty. Like, sometimes you have to stay within your means, okay, when you look into a home. The fifth part will be to submit your offer. So that's when me as your realtor or your other realtor will submit the offer to the listing agent and the seller to let them know like you are really interested. So that's the part that we can think about negotiating with them. We should we talk about that in that era. That's when we talk about seller concession. So a seller concession would be me asking the seller to repair something in the house, and all is be me to telling the seller, hey, can you pay for my closing costs? A lot of people will ask the seller, let's say for example a house that is 100K, and telling the seller, can you bring it down to 90K? Instead of doing that, ask for seller concession, and during that seller concession, ask for just paying for your closing costs, because that closing cost, meaning you will save, I don't know, I don't have a calculator around me right now, but let's say you will be saving 20K. That 20K they can pay upfront in the closing costs, instead of saving, I don't know how much, 20K, like maybe $75, how much, or like, I don't know. So if let's cut. So for example, the house is 100K, and they go through seller concession, and instead of asking the seller to bring the house from 100K to 90K, just ask them to pay for your closing costs. Like, it's money up front, because that 10K that you're trying to save is not that much. Like, when you look at, like, you buying a house for like 30 years, like, how much are you saving? Like maybe $100, maybe $70 per month. But you can get that money up front when you're asking for the seller to pay for your closing costs, or tell them to do a repair. Most, I'm not gonna say some of them, sometimes are not willing to do a repair. They already like to just sell and get out. So ask for that extra 20K to go through to toward your closing costs. That's my opinion on it. That's my opinion, okay? Another thing on number 6, so number 6, the house will go under contract. So the under contract in the Dallas-Fort Worth area is like 30 days when the house is under contract. That means like the house is under contract, other people cannot they cannot submit another offer because you are under contract, right? So during the under contract, you have to do number 7, which is the earnest money. You have to pay the earnest money, and here in Dallas-Fort Worth area, the earnest money is between 1% to 3% of the home purchase that you have to send. Reminder, that 1 to 3% that you have to send, it will go toward your, it's not an additional cost, it go toward the home price. Like, you know, so let's say it's like the house is like 100K, or you're going toward that 100K. It's not an additional cost, money that you have to pay. It's going toward the home, okay? But it's just there. So the earnest money, what it does, is just there to show like the seller that you're really interested in the home, and they should keep the house under contract. Because let's say I'm interested in a home, but I have no proof that I'm interested in a home. Me proving that I'm interested in a home is paying the earnest money. So number 8 will be inspection. So inspection, make sure you have an inspector going in a house to go check it. Even if it's a new build, you need to have an inspector going to that house and check it. You never know. So the inspection, that'll go during the earnest money, like when we do the earnest period, right? So it's like 3 business days, right? 3 business days. So during that time, if there's some defect in the house, you can back out as a seller without losing money, right? So it's that period, like when your inspector goes and check and be like, hey, I think this house has a foundation issue. So now you are allowed to back out without getting penalized for it. So that's why it's always good to get like an inspector, right? Number 10, the most exciting is closing. That's when you receive the keys of your home. And that part, you also will have to be with the title company. You have to go there and then sign all the documents. Get your hands ready because there's a lot of documents that you're gonna have to sign on that day. But the fun part, you'll get your home keys, and then you have to take pictures and celebrate, pop champagne if you can. But this is the fun part, guys. Thank you. That was all for today. I hope this video was helpful. If you found it helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and also comment. Let me know what you think. If you have questions, let me know. I'll be happy to answer you. And you also can email me at f@gmail.com, and I will be able to help you. Okay, see you guys later. Bye.